And that recap from what happened last week on Dynamite. Hangman Page, he thought by going the distance with Swerve Strickland that he denied Swerve this shot at the AEW World Championship, when in fact, all he did was make it a three-way match. Made it harder on himself, in fact.
Yeah, inadvertently, you're right. And that's what you have to deal with right there. The world champion, Samoa Joe. And there it is for Revolution, Strickland, Hangman, Joe. It's going to be great.
Sunday, March 3rd, live on pay-per-view. Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page.
My name is Samoa Joe, and I stand here proudly, your AEW World Champion. But you see, tonight I come here with the spirit of apology. You see, when I became champion, I reenacted a ranking system to ensure that only the very best victims were served up in front of me for me to destroy and continue my championship reign. And everything was going so well until last week when Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland came out here, battled tooth and nail for 30 minutes to a draw. Now, somehow, some way, I thought our championship committee, they'd kick them to the back of the line, but no. You see, they took a page out of the Texas playbook, and they made my match bigger and dumber. You see, we reward mediocrity around here, and instead of telling these pretenders they don't belong in a ring with me, no, now at Revolution, I find myself in a three-way match. Obviously, a crime has been committed against me, and now there must be repercussions. So I guarantee you this, you send your two bright stars into the ring with me, and I guarantee I am hurting one, if not both of them. They may walk in, but I guarantee they will both limp out. Because I am Samoa Joe. I stand here, the AEW World Champion, and there is nothing anyone can do about that.
One of the two men that will challenge Samoa Joe for the AEW World Championship at Revolution.
You know what? I get Samoa Joe's anger here. I understand it, but I think it's for the best after what we have seen transpire over the last few weeks. The three-way match I'm talking about.
Taz, think back to the end of last year, the Continental Classic. Swerve Strickland he was as hot as anybody. Unfortunately, the three-way match to move on to the semifinals, Swerve Strickland was taken out of the equation in that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Swerve, you can just see his demeanor, Excalibur, when he walked down here, as he walked down here with that microphone in hand, he got something on his mind. He don't fear Samoa Joe. I promise you that.
Joe, when we started this whole thing, like I said, this wasn't supposed to be personal, right? But as we inch closer and closer to Revolution, and the more that you run your mouth, I can't help but get the feeling it's becoming personal. Joe, when you won the AEW title, you said that. You said the new championship protocol You show up with your reputation and you show up with your resume. Yeah. You also said that hunger is what defines the greats. Well, if you look at me, I'm on my way to becoming one of the greatest of all time. No one out-hustles me. No one outworks me. And no one outgrinds me. So you need to check my resume, and while you at it, you should proceed to put some respect on it as well. 15 years. 15 years, Joe, I've been grinding up and down this industry, all in the hopes of the potential one day somebody looks at Swerve and they say, you know what, man, one day maybe Swerve, you might go down as one of the best in the world currently. Maybe one day. And after this year, I've proven exactly that. Today is that day. I've gone toe-to-toe with former world champions, and I've gone toe-to-toe with some of the best legends that AEW has to offer. And the same thing, the same result, every time I'm the one left standing, and these people walk away, only one thing on their mind, and it's a phrase of, whose house? And at Revolution, nothing changes. Except for one difference, is the fact that I will be holding that above my head.
Hold on. Okay, hey, first I want to set the record straight about something last week, okay? After last week's match, I wasn't mad, okay? I wasn't mad. So when you write your weekly Dynamite reports, don't say that I was mad, but I think that everybody knows that last week was horseshit. Because I signed a contract for a match to determine the #1 contender to the World Championship. And the winner of that match became the #1 contender. And he couldn't do it. He had 30 minutes and he couldn't do it. So if this were up to me, Joe, if this were up to me at Revolution, the match would be between two men who value and respect that championship and everything that it stands for. But unfortunately, I don't make the matches, and Swerve, it looks like you have been added to this match. So I need to say something to you. I need you to look me in the eyes. I need you to hear it.
You need to do this again? You need to do this again, huh?
After everything that you have done to me, you don't deserve 1 second of my time. You don't deserve for me to give you 5 more minutes because you couldn't get the job done. And you Swerve, you do not deserve to be in this championship match.
It's too late.
Hey, whoa, no. Y'all can back up, knock off your little charade here. Hey, listen, this walking domestic dispute, it ends tonight. I know what this is about. You think you're gonna beat your man over there and skip over me? Not gonna happen. You think you're gonna beat him and not pin me in that ring, take my championship? Not gonna happen. As far as you both concerned, I'm Samoa Joe, and come Revolution, I'm whipping both your asses.
An emphatic statement from our AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe, who will leave Revolution with that title, who will leave as AEW World Champion. Samoa Joe Hangman, Adam Page, Swerve Strickland, all three men making very compelling cases for themselves, but we will settle it in the ring on March 3rd from the AEW World Championship to the AEW Women's World Championship. Let's premiere Wedding from Timeless Tony Storm. Joe, Swerve Strickland and Brian Cage taking on Rob Van Dam, the cold-hearted handsome devil Hook, and Hangman Adam Page. Three of these men, Tony, will be engaged in that AEW World Championship match Sunday, March 3rd on Revolution.
They want an explosive match that is going to be only on pay-per-view coming up in less than 2 weeks, a week from this Sunday.
As Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, partners tonight. Now a bit of a disagreement
Bound to happen.
on how to conduct business in this match, but we've also seen Hangman Adam Page having disagreements with his partners, Rob Van Dam and Hook. Hangman, he said the goal of this match is to isolate, to injure. Swerve Strickland as Rob Van Dam catches Joe with a kick a second time. Joe taking off his feet.
That's a big one there. Great job by Rob.
Anytime you take the world champion off his feet, that is a huge moment. Rob Van Dam scored with that kick.
Now Rob needs to finish up with something here.
There's an opening right here.
Yeah, there is.
There's an opening. Hook knows it. Hangman knows it.
And Rob Van Dam.
Who's Joe going to tag on his end?
Roll the corner. Joe tags in Brian Cage. Hangman legal on the other side. And Hangman goes right after Swerve.
Oh, Cage came in a little hot. Got caught. Watch out.
Oh! The lariat to the back of the head on Swerve Strickland. And now Brian Cage pops up Hangman. Hangman reverses Hook on Rana.
Incredible.
Great job, Hangman Page.
Hangman, remember, a former AEW World Champion. He knows what it takes to get to the top. And oh, look at the counter there by Hangman. Hangman, he's had answers for everything as he makes his way to the top. Diving crossbar.
Oh, the power. Oh, my God. Brian Cage just doing bicep curls with Hangman. Look at the strength of this athlete.
Hangman slips. Free rolling elbow strike. A second one cracking off the jaw of Brian Cage. And Hangman, Death Valley driver.
Can he get him? Can he get him?
Two, and Cage kicking out.
Samoa Joe was ready to come in and make a save that time, but too much reserve in Brian Cage.
Gotta watch your back, Hangman.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, Samoa Joe was picking his spot, but looks in. Oh, my God. Look at that head and shoulder fake.
And he caught him there. He did have that fake, you're right. Oof.
And now Swerve brings Hook down, rolls over, and brain buster by Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, that was nicely done by Strickland. Oh,
Robin,
nicely done.
Damn, off the top. But Brian Cage now.
His body's everywhere here.
Sending RVD into the ropes. Rob reverses.
Man, nobody gets higher than RVD, do they?
Oh, it's so.
Cage.
Oh, my God.
Brian Cage driving down Rob Van Dam.
I think Rob would agree with you.
Sir. Whoa.
Hook may have something to say about it. As Cage runs into the boot of Hangman.
Might be thinking buckshot here, boys. Don't look at.
Is it a buckshot?
I'm not sure what he's thinking.
No, I think Hangman, he spotted Swerve Strickland on the floor. Rather than go for the win inside the ring.
Once again, the issue between these two men bigger than the match itself.
Hold on, look at what that. The top rope, Cage, and Hook's behind him.
Hook on the middle rope with the waist. German suplex.
God, what a crash. Oh my gosh, the ring moved.
And Hook with the German suplex on Brian Cage, but inadvertently, and here we see caught him there. Yeah, Hangman going down. That's Hook's own partner.
Yeah, worked out.
Oof. It worked out if you ask Hook, maybe not so much Hangman, but look at that. The swinging a miss, a Red Rum.
Red Rum is in, kick the legs in, here we go.
Red Rum in, and Brian Cage.
He's got him.
Brian Cage in danger, makes the tag out to Samoa Joe.
Got that big, thick neck, it helps with the choke out, but man, that's tough to get peeled off by Strickland.
Swerve breaks out. Oh, look at this now, Red Rum himself. Red Rum on Swerve. But Swerve, I think Swerve
out of it.
Yeah, Swerve had a handful of hair, perhaps. Oh, powerbomb! And now Hook gets rolled through. Oh, the house call!
Tried to roll out.
The house call connect.
Right in the back of the head. Watch out, the buckshot.
Shot lariat of Brian Cage.
Wow, what a trios match we're watching, guys. Holy smokes.
And now Samoa.
Well, this is it here.
Oh, yes, sir.
The three men that will meet for the AEW World Championship at Revolution on pay-per-view. The challengers going after one another, but Samoa Joe peels Hangman off, and look at Hangman go right back at Swerve.
Yeah, it's a look at that nice counter.
Goes underneath the backbreaker. And Samoa Joe comes in. Caught Hangman on the jaw.
That was some shot. You kidding me? Oh,
Joe's flying. Watch out. Oh, my God. The tope.
It smashed right into this desk.
Tope driving Hangman back into the desk. And Swerve Strickland up on the apron. And
man,
friendly
misdirection.
fire. Friendly fire there.
Misdirection.
Oh, wait a second.
Watch out.
Hangman and Swerve going here. Hangman just powerbombed Swerve through our announce desk. He's screaming, "Stay down!" at Swerve.
Screaming, stay down. Swerve's not going to stay down unless he can't get up. Holy hell.
Inside the ring, Samoa Joe very nearly putting away Hangman Adam Page.
We got half a headset here.
Yeah, we've got no picture here at the desk. But Rob Van Dam takes out Cage, and now inside the ring.
Muscle buster here.
Inside the ring.
Oh, brother.
Hangman up in the muscle buster. No, Hangman.
He got out.
Hangman breaks free. As Rob Van Dam tagged in, but Samoa Joe just swarming him in the corner. Hook is up. Hook is behind the champ, and now.
Get him! Oh my God!
Samoa Joe gets taken for a ride.
What about that?
Rob, go for that 5-star.
Rob Van Dam headed up to the top.
Got a long way to go.
Brian Cage sends Van Dam off the top. Oh, discus lariat just wiped out Hook. Now inside the ring, Samoa Joe. Look at this. He's got that rear choke locked in. Rob Van Dam is fading.
Swerve Strickland's trying to get back in the ring.
Rob's got to hang on.
Rob Van Dam goes out. Samoa Joe wins the match.
The winner for this match, the team of Swerve Strickland, Brian Cage, and the AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe.
Wow. What a prelude.
And it got nuts out here.
Yeah, what a prelude to Revolution 1 week from Sunday.
Well, Hangman Adam Page, he tried his best to injure, to take out Swerve Strickland, but Swerve back up to his feet. Is he at 100%? He is going to need to be at Revolution when Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page, challenge that man, the AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe.
What a night, what a match. Can't wait for Revolution.
And fans, thank you for joining us tonight on Dynamite. We will see you back Friday night, our regularly scheduled time, 10/9 Central on TNT for Rampage. Of course, Hangman Adam Page is scheduled to be a part of the three-way match for the AEW World Championship at Revolution.
Wait a minute.
But you see the crutch. It was 1 week ago. In the main event of Dynamite, Tony, Hangman Adam Page suffering an apparent ankle injury.
Absolutely, and let's take a look at what happened. This was last Wednesday on AEW Dynamite.
Yeah, it was countering there off the muscle buster from Samoa Joe. Tagged in Van Dam. You could see he was hurting for sure, Schiavone, meaning Hangman.
Yeah, he fell wrong. He may have turned it. I don't know, could have cracked it. We'll see. He could barely get up the steps.
Yeah, he can't put weight on it, and man, that's tough.
That is tough, man. We got his chance to become world champion on Sunday.
That's right. It was Hangman's opportunity to regain the AEW World Championship in the match with Swerve Strickland and the champion Samoa Joe. But this is not looking good for Hangman, but Hangman has the floor. We will let him speak for himself.
This probably doesn't look like a promising start to this speech, I would guess. You know, I feel like I might say it too much, but it's important to me, so I will say it. When All Elite Wrestling started, it was a new endeavor for my friends, but for me, it was something different. It was a goal. It was an opportunity to rise to people's expectations, to make the most of the world that was laid in front of me. And I like to think that I did that, and I like to think that winning the World Championship in 2021 I like to think of that as the biggest accomplishment of my career, and that's why it hurts so much to have that opportunity in front of me again and have this.
Obviously a tough moment for Hangman.
When AEW decided that at Revolution the World Championship would be decided in a three-way match, I said it was horseshit. And I meant it. And I suggested that maybe the World Championship should be decided in a singles match, but it looks like I had the wrong two competitors. So I'm not gonna apologize to Swerve. I'm not gonna apologize to Samoa Joe. But I will tell you, because I need to tell you the truth, I'm always honest with you, that this Sunday at Revolution, I will not be able to compete.
That sucks for him, that really does.
Unfortunate, but I mean, that's the realities of the sport.
Yeah.
Now the man that will meet Samoa Joe one-on-one this Sunday at Revolution for the AEW World Championship, Swerve Strickland.
Interesting to see what Swerve has to say, because it's been such a blood feud between he and Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, Strickland coming out here, he didn't even let Hangman's comments breathe for a second, so obviously Strickland's got something to say. I mean, he does have a mic in hand, too.
Hangman looks like he's got a lump in his throat. To have this opportunity of regaining the AEW World Championship effectively taken away from him by a freak injury.
It's horrible. I mean, because these opportunities are few and far between for the world title.
That's right. That's a great point. You don't get many, man.
These last 6 months, man, we've been to war. I tried to kill you, you've tried to kill me. I might have crossed the line a couple times, maybe. But I didn't really expect this to happen. I targeted you because of everything you accomplished here in AEW. And to say that I didn't have the utmost respect of that would just be a flat-out lie. But you suffered this unfortunate fate. And the funny thing about fate, you can't escape it. And you can't stop destiny. And my destiny awaits me this Sunday at Revolution as I go on to become the AEW World Champion.
Oh, brother. Well, speaking of the World Champion, he's fixing to come out here, I guess. There we go.
Swerve Strickland believes it's his destiny to become AEW World Champion, but Samoa Joe may have a little something to say about that.
Destiny. You boys are out here talking about destiny. Now, what do we have here? It seems two of the most bitter enemies ever out here trying to hug it out, huh? You know, a lot of lies being told out here, so allow me to correct them and give this audience a few truths. First truth, for week after week, I've watched you boys stare daggers at each other, thinking that the destiny of this championship was tearing that other man's throat out. And that's only because you were avoiding making eye contact with me and realizing who the real man around here is. And secondly, though I don't quite understand the little dynamic here and whether you're in or not, Hangman, or should I call you Hopalong? Oh. I keep hearing about how you two are both young, hungry championship contenders, but that's ridiculous. You both are battle-tested, battle-hardened warriors in that ring, and there's nothing new about you. No. You're hungry, accomplished wrestlers. But what you need to realize is the only reason you're hungry is because of me, because I'm starving your ass. And as long as I got this championship, there ain't gonna be any more meals come dinner time. So let me explain to you who I am and what you really need to be worried about, Swerve. I'm Samoa Joe. I'm the AEW World Champion. And whether it's one of you or both you come Revolution, I'm gonna whip both your asses.
Now you wait a damn minute there, Joe, because I'm going to explain to you who the hell I am. I'm someone that went from unemployed to headlining pay-per-views. I'm someone that went from being a cruiserweight to going after the world championship. But make no mistake about it, I am that same man that broke into a wrestling school and left an 18-year-old child laying in a bloody heap. I am that same man that trespassed in another man's home and threatened his infant child. I'll do whatever it takes to become world champion. I'm not only a career maker, I am a career changer. And after I take that championship from you, Joe, you're not gonna really know what to do with yourself. Hell, you might wanna go back to commentary wearing a poncho again. Who knows?
Ooh, a little stiff.
I am on the verge of making history. And this Sunday in Revolution, I will become AEW World Champion. Whose house? Whose house? Whose house?
Oh! What? Whoa. Hangman is... Look at him. He's not injured at all.
He's hopping around pretty damn good.
Oh.
Yes,
Hangman Adam Page. This whole time.
You won't be champion. He won't be champion. I will, damn it.
Wow. Hangman saying he's going to be champion, so apparently it's still a three-way match this Sunday at Revolution Live on pay-per-view.
of course it's a three-way match. Taz, look, he's walking fine.
I'll tell you what, Swerve got swerved. He certainly did, and now the officials coming at Swerve has not moved.
He got knocked out. He got hit from behind. Blind. I'm right with that crutch.
Blindsided, side of the head. At the end of that crutch by Hangman Adam Page, and Hangman, wow.
He was putting a lot of weight on it, and I was yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with Hangman. You're right.
A ruse by Hangman Adam Page. Well, earlier,
and you see the crunch was all bent up, by the way.
yeah, that was bent across the back. But Swerve Strickland, now Swerve, thankfully, is moving. He's rousing. Hangman's feeling the effects of that STF on the floor or on the apron there.
Yeah, the powerbomb, the STF, and then the crossface in quick succession. Is Joe looking for the muscle buster here on Swerve?
He's going to try to end it right now, and I don't blame him.
Hard shot, taking the air out of you. When a man can knock the breath out of another with a chop across the chest, it's scary.
As Joe has Swerve in the ropes. Swerve trying to lower his center of gravity, but...
Dangerous area here, fellas, for both these men.
But does Joe have the power to bring Swerve up?
Maybe the adrenaline will help him, so I'd say yes on that one.
Whoa. That headbutt just completely wiped him.
Oh, wait, Hangman.
Now, what does that do to Swerve? Has he eliminated himself? And Samoa Joe now in a dominant position over with Hangman Adam Page.
Here comes Swerve back. Oh, my God. He's going to try to...
Look at Joe just first hammering down on Hangman, now on Swerve Strickland. As Joe still...
Swerve got in Joe's wheelhouse.
This is not a position you typically see Samoa. Oh, wait. And for good reason, because...
Look at this teamwork.
What a double power bomb by Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page.
And Swerve is, or make that, Joe is rolling out of the way. I was wondering after the power bomb, who's going to try to make the cover first?
And Hangman...
brother.
And Swerve locking eyes.
You can feel the hate, the anger, the angst, the apprehension of both men. Let them roll. Samoa Joe gets a much-needed respite.
But JR, maybe if you're Samoa Joe, you let Hangman and Swerve tear one another apart.
Hell yeah. Why not? Absolutely. Good point.
Oh, Swerve, he tried to break the grip.
Oh, man. You can hear that. That's right down the spine. It's like a highway of pain.
And I don't know if our cameras can catch a look at it, but Swerve Strickland with some swelling developing under his eye. It'll be important to monitor that. Is his vision going to be inhibited by that?
If I'm Hangman and I notice that, then I lower the boom on that eye, brother.
Oh, it's almost like having a blindfold on. One eye.
Well, Hangman, no stranger to that.
Oh, he's getting
throughout the years.
He's going right to the head, right to the eyes, I do believe, Excalibur.
Very calculated. Is Hangman Adam Page he's a former school teacher. He's a smart guy. He's game planning. He's got a game plan here for Swerve, and Swerve is standing in the wheelhouse taking it.
Yeah, and laughing at him.
Oh, Swerve baited him in with that. Ducked underneath. And now Swerve. Oh, wait. Hangman and Page looking for Deadeye there. Swerve counters. 2, and Joe just barely breaking it up.
And you talking about coming out of nowhere. That 300-pound missile came out of nowhere and broke this thing up, or it would be over right now.
Samoa Joe overcommitting. Swerve sends him to the floor now.
You can almost feel that Swerve had unfinished business with Samoa Joe, with Joe somewhat vulnerable on the outside of the ring.
The place under the eye, you can see it right there, Excalibur, is bleeding right now. Under that left eye of Swerve.
Oh, wait, Hangman hoists up Swerve.
Every time these two men meet, it's just absolutely a slobber knocker, without question.
Now, Hangman in tombstone piledriver position. He drops down, and Swerve's momentum carried Hangman forward. Back elbow there.
I think the back of the head, the forehead hit that time too. Maybe not.
Hangman the moonsault. Look at this. He hoists up Swerve.
Strong.
Tombstone.
What strength.
1, 2, and look at Joe again. The desperation.
Saving his title, saving his championship for a second time here.
Samoa Joe just happened to be at the right place at the right time to make sure he leaves as the AEW World Champion.
SDO, no. Hangman counters. Nice arm drag. The high boot Joe. His hands were down around his waist. The heel caught Joe flush on the chin.
Well, for the second time now, they've tried to move Samoa Joe out of the way, have Hangman and Swerve just to make it one-on-one between those two. Here comes the Deadeye. Maybe?
No. Swerve. Some body shots. Oh, what a powerbomb!
Man, that just reverberated all throughout the Greensboro Coliseum.
And Swerve floating over. Brings up Hangman. Vertical suplex center of the ring. Swerve. 2, and Joe there again to break it up.
That's the third time.
Yep.
Right, Tom?
Absolutely.
3 times in the last 5 minutes. So it gets closer and closer as time moves on.
I say dump him out again, Excalibur. Dump Joe out again and get to it between these two men.
Well, I can't tell you guys how good it is to be here. How good it makes me feel. I really appreciate it.
JR, it is great to have you back here in the saddle tonight.
Even with Shivani. Shivani helped me put my socks on this morning. I was so stoked up.
Joe comes in, big running elbow strike for Hangman, then for Swerve.
Oh, brother, that was every bit of chop that he wanted.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Samoa Joe wanted to do. Not only chop him, knock him out of the ring.
Yeah, and you knock the breath out of people. You stun them, man.
Oh, here comes Muscle Buster.
Joe looking for the Muscle Buster. Could
That's
be the
it.
end of the night for Hangman.
That's it. To the right of your screen.
A Muscle Buster.
Swerve knows it, though.
But the Swerve Stomp. Swerve
Look at this dilemma. Look at this conundrum that we're in here now with two men that could both be pinned and lose or become the champion.
The house call. Joe may be out here.
But he's not trying to cover Joe. Look, he's looking at Hangman.
Maybe Swerve thinks that Hangman's an easier mark than Samoa Joe.
I suspect Swerve Strickland, he wants to deliver one final indignity to Hangman Adam Page. He wants to beat Hangman.
Exactly.
To become AEW World Champion.
I agree.
The house call to the back of the head. The cover. 2. And no, Hangman.
That's about a half a count away from a new champion. That's what we talked about earlier, about Joe not having to be involved whatsoever in the decision to lose his championship. That's where we are right here, right now, in that deep water.
I think Hangman not trying to cover Joe may have been a big mistake.
You might be right. We're going to find out. There's one way to find out. Stay tuned.
Animosity between Hangman and Swerve just reared its ugly head there.
Look at those kicks from Joe. As Swerve, he may be out on his feet here as Joe accelerates to the ropes. Swerve tried to get Joe up on the shoulder in the fireman's carry. Now up kick. Swerve able to counter out of the sleeper attempt.
That was a good effort by Swerve to get him up, but that was a no-go on that one.
Man, and Joe once again returning up to the ropes.
Joe goes back to a base. Generally, he's matted, shall we say. Like right there.
The DDT, Joe's leg was over the middle rope, and that allowed Swerve to create that pendulum-type momentum and drive Joe down on the top of his head.
Painful match, physical match. We knew it would be that for sure. We just didn't know to what extreme it would be.
Swerve. The 450 splash across the back of the world champion.
But he can't make a cover.
Man, it's getting dicey here, I'm telling you, fellas. 3 seconds is a very quick amount of time, as we all know.
You saw Joe clutching the ribs after Swerve came down on the back, and now
Swerve willing to risk everything.
Going for the stomp.
Strickland finds his balance on the top. Swerve! Stomp! Do we have a new champion?
Swerve having trouble covering.
2!
Joe able to kick out.
Hangman Adam Page
pulled the referee out. What the hell is he doing?
He doesn't want anybody to win but him. Can't say that's a bad concept.
No, I think Hangman Adam Page, he absolutely does not want Swerve Strickland to become AEW World Champion. That's what Hangman's been saying all along.
He's obsessed with this.
He will do anything in his power to prevent it and hang on the belt.
Wrapped around the head of Swerve Strickland came that championship belt that everybody covets so passionately.
Guys, Paul Turner is to our left right here, and he's face first on the floor.
And JR, if I'm Hangman, why go for Swerve again? Give a shot to Samoa Joe. Cement your victory.
Yeah, hit them both. Knock them both down.
That shows you how focused Hangman Page is regarding this gentleman, Swerve Strickland.
Too focused, Jim.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I got you. I think you're right, Tony.
Samoa Joe dazed inside the ring.
That's where I'm supposed to say confused. Dazed and confused.
Absolutely.
And you heard Hangman saying, you will never have the AEW World Championship.
It's going to go for the buckshot on Joe.
Buckshot! Lariat!
A bullseye, to say the least.
But he's not done.
I don't think one buckshot lariat's enough for Samoa Joe. I might be wrong.
Hangman Adam Page, a second!
No referee, dude. Your fault. Your fault, Hangman.
Yeah, this is Hangman Page's own undoing. 1, 2, Joe!
Bryce Rensburg here to step in as the referee. Found a near fall there, to say the least. 2 count, he's telling us.
Well, Hangman Adam Page, he was protesting, but he's the one that dragged Paul Turner out of the ring.
And now Bryce concerned with Paul Turner, but he needs to turn his attention to what's going on in the ring.
No doubt.
I get it. I understand. They're close.
But JR, a third buckshot lariat to Samoa Joe.
Here it comes.
Could cement Hangman Adam Page's.
Maybe.
Oh, look at this!
Joe had long enough to respond, to adjust, and go with that rear naked choke.
The sleeper is locked in.
Here comes Swerve. You'll see him in a moment.
Look at the vulnerability in the ring, and bam!
Swerve throwing his body at the pile. The Sky Twister of press to break up the submission hold.
Man, I could see Swerve rising up out of the dead while that was on.
And then rising up the AEW Championship title.
Whoa. Look at Swerve. I mean, Hangman Adam Page was likely on the verge of tapping out, JR.
Yeah, you're right. Very close. That's just his tenacity and toughness. He's a little bit... Oh, wait a minute.
Nana handing Swerve the crown. That's how Swerve beat Hangman the first time.
I don't like this at all.
What's he
This is
doing?
not good.
No!
Attaboy, that's a good job.
Swerve said he doesn't need it. But Joe!
From behind, rear naked choke is locked in by the big guy.
No, Swerve drops. He's got it rolled up. 2. And no! Hangman just hit the referee in the... look at
Oh, come on! For God's sakes! Get some order out here.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
It's uncalled for. It's you can't apologize for actions like that.
Fine suspensions, to say the least, in the future of Hangman Adam Page.
No question. This is...
You can't put your hands on an official like that.
It's beyond the bounds. Not only put your hands, just hammer a referee in the back of the head.
But... Oh, wait. Hangman grabs on. He never let go of the top rope.
Boom, man, what a shot. What a shot.
Oh, but Joe!
And Joe looks like a runaway truck. But Joe Motors on his front.
And now Samoa Joe.
Yes,
He's looking for the muscle buster, but Swerve knows it's coming.
Yeah, he fought him off, did Swerve. Watch out from behind now. You saw Hangman get up. There he goes.
The buckshot lariat.
My God, I've lost count.
But Swerve with one of his own.
And his face exploded. It exploded when they saw that clothesline.
JML driver. No. Oh, Samoa Joe, the half and half. And now
Paul Turner's back in.
Hangman is trapped. Samoa Joe.
It's almost over. Can't last much longer.
Can Swerve break this up? Oh no! Hangman Page taps out.
Samoa Joe wins it. And what a fight it was.
And still, Elite Wrestling World Champion, Samoa Joe.
You want an animal, you want a champion, you want Samoa Joe. It's that simple. He is
AEW Summer Blockbuster. As the voice of Taz taunting our broadcast colleague Ian Riccaboni.
Yeah.
But right now we await the arrival of Hangman Adam Page, who at All In Texas Saturday, July 12th, will challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW. Oh no, wait a second.
Whoa. And remember, they were stalking Hangman.
He's tied up. He's bound and gagged. Is Hangman Adam Page? We knew the Death Riders were in the building here tonight. And now, oh no. Oh, Hangman. Jeez. Wow. He's being battered by Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta.
Just humiliating Hangman, the man that will challenge for the world title in 31 days. But Taz now has questions if he'll make it.
I don't know, man. Oh my God, this is an all-new low for these guys.
Jon Moxley, who's barely even acknowledged Hangman Adam Page since Double or Nothing, since Hangman won the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, since he became the #1 contender for Moxley's AEW World Championship, which we can only presume resides in that briefcase, the title belt in the briefcase held by Marina Shafir.
Well, we heard the conversation earlier in the night that Christopher Daniels had with Hangman as Hangman entered the arena here. saying you might want to make amends with some people in the locker room to prevent, I'm paraphrasing, prevent this from the Death Riders.
I'm terribly sorry about all this. It's just that I want to make sure that we can have a real conversation. You know how distracted you can get. Your head's all over the place. You're worried about everybody else but yourself. We need you focused. These people need you focused. Because this is your time. All in the AEW World Championship. For you, this is do or die. I've been watching you for a long time, and you are complicated. I don't understand you. I don't like you. The millennial cowboy, right? For a long time now, you have been searching high and low for something. I don't know what it is you've been searching for, but you have exactly 4 weeks to find it. You have exactly 4 weeks to step up and become the man that everybody wants you to become. And if you're not prepared to do that, you can pack your shit and get the hell out.
Hangman! Defiant, the headbutt! Oh no!
Yeah, that headbutt was legit, but with the hands trapped behind the back should fear the Bulldog choke. And now, Claudio Castagnoli wrapping the chair around the neck of Hangman. Well, he's defenseless, he's tied up, it's 4 on 1. Well, Moxley just backed off Claudio. And... wait a second! The odds! The AEW World Trios Champion Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata having the back of the #1 contender, Hangman Adam Page.
And thank God they arrived when they did, Taz. Page may have been compromised. The match, it all in out the window, had they followed through with that attack.
That's the Death Riders making a hasty retreat once the odds were no longer in their favor.
I have come too far, and I am too close for that to be the best that you've got, because I would ride through death itself to take that world championship. And if I find even one of you tonight, I will take your hands.
As Hangman Adam Page, chair in hand, goes on the hunt. As July 12th and All in Texas draws closer and closer. Hangman Adam Page, perhaps on the precipice of his destiny on becoming the AEW World Champion. About freeing that title from the grip, the iron grip of Jon Moxley. Rises to their feet, Hangman Adam Page. Shot, lariat, 2, 3.
Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, good battle right there by these two men. Beast Mortals, great showing. Just a hair short of capturing that window. Hangman gets the do.
Hangman earned every bit of that victory and now can turn his attention to Saturday. Oh, the lights go out here in Seattle. You can't see. Can't see. We are still on the air, fans. We cannot see here beyond our about arm's reach away from our faces. As
No.
Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the former friends of Hangman Adam Page.
Oh my God.
to become the next AEW World Champion. Hangman had no interest in accepting the help of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. And now, forced to pay the price for that. And here come the Vultures to pick the bones of the #1 contender. There's 17 days to go to All In Texas, Taz, but at this point, I don't know if Hangman's gonna make it.
Yeah, well, if he does make it, he's probably not gonna be 100%.
After that battle with the Beast Mortos, the EVP trigger from Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, and now right for the picking, Hangman Adam Page is for the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta. Steel chair in hand, Marina Shafir bringing that briefcase, which we believe to contain the AEW World Championship title belt. And this is a dicey situation for Hangman Adam Page, to say the least.
Massively outnumbered. This guy's got bad intentions. Weapons are all over the place.
On the chain in hand, I'm thinking back to the Texas death match between Moxley and Hangman.
Oh, no.
And it seems like Moxley of a similar mind.
And he tried to get those fingers in there, Taz, but the lights are fading.
Well, he's trying for sure, Hangman. He does have the hand. I don't know how close it is in between the chain and his throat, but man, this is bad.
See the light just leaving Hangman Adam Page.
As Moxley wrenches that chain, he twists it. He constricts it around the throat.
And it is tighter and tighter.
And Hangman fading before our eyes as, wait a second.
And that's
Hobbs. Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, the ops.
Oh, but the EVPs are running interference here. Yuta with the chair. And Hangman's out. The oxygen and the life has left Hangman's body.
Hangman Page, his face is turning bright red, but right now the ops outnumbered the EVPs, the Death Riders holding the high ground.
It's Will Ospreay!
Will Ospreay going right after Jon Moxley. Will Ospreay making the break, making the save for Hangman Adam Page.
Ospreay checking on Hangman. It's a dangerous situation. Hangman might be in really, really bad shape. And that was nasty.
See the medical team, AEW in the ring along with the referee corps. But Jon Moxley, what damage has he done to Hangman Adam Page ahead of their clash for the AEW World Championship at All In Texas just 17 days from now?
Adding many question marks. Maybe we'll have some answers tomorrow night on Collision on TNT.
On July 12th, I will show the world what the world champion looks like.
Jon Moxley has vowed to run Hangman Adam Page out of the sport of professional wrestling, and perhaps has come one step closer here tonight.
But I'm sure it's not an average 9.
Samoa Joe, frustration getting the better of him. Being admonished by the referee for coming in illegally. But Joe doing his partner a disservice here, allowing his temper to get the better of him.
It's frustrating when you see your partner's trapped in that corner and they're picking them apart. Oh. Definitely could pull apart your Dynaflow or move like that.
Wishbone Jones. Hobbs just looking for any target he can find, but getting worn out by Castagnoli in those uppercuts. AEW Dynamite 6-year anniversary continues live on TBS and HBO MAX. Powerhouse Hobbs desperately needs a tag, but the Death Riders are working over 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, driving him into the corner. As we take a look, Taz, this is where the tables turn for Hobbs.
Absolutely, the numbers game. Smart, keeping a ref away so they can't see what's going on. And that massive powerbomb by Claudio on Powerhouse Hobbs. Shut down Hobbs for sure.
Yeah, the seemingly superhuman strength of Claudio Castagnoli, Brian.
Yeah, Claudio just tossed him out of that power bomb. You saw the impact from Hobbs. You know, that's a big man. That's a big man to toss across the ring like that.
It's like a Fiat landing on the mat or any other car.
It's going to be Italian, Taz.
I don't know.
Now Hobbs, I don't know if he wants, at this point of the match, to stand and trade with Claudio Castagnoli, but Hobbs may not be thinking about that. Hobbs just wants the relief. He just wants to get either Samoa Joe or Hangman Page.
Going for a gut wrench is Claudio, and Hobbs tried to flatten out. Too powerful.
Oh, but Claudio just gut wrench deadlift now into pin 2. Samoa Joe there to break it up.
And Dan, you know the deal. Normally we try to break the grip of a guy when he gut wrenched it, but they were working on Hobbs' hand, so he probably couldn't use his hands to break the grip.
Yeah, great point. You know, and Claudio's got such a strong grip, anyways. After they'd worked over Hobbs' fingers, it would be nearly impossible for him to break that grip.
Exactly, but he did the right thing by trying to flatten out, you know, as the man's trying to lift him, but the man trying to lift him is a monster in Claudio.
But look at
front headlock tightly applied here.
But Will Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, he brought Claudio up and brought himself a step closer to the corner, brought himself a step closer to some relief. Can Hobbs get a few more steps?
Taking a lot of energy out of Hobbs, but it's happening. He's getting closer to Hangman and Joe, but maybe not.
Claudio right hand to the jaw of Hangman Adam Page and Samoa Joe. Oh, Hobbs, the power slam.
Tough to do after the offense put on Hobbs. Nevertheless, to a man the size of Claudio.
And you see Joe just itching to get in there.
Oh, the world champ coming in.
Hangman Adam Page. Got the tag.
Yeah,
Samoa Joe, some frustration, but Hangman Adam Page going to work.
Yeah, I think Joe was reaching for that tag there.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly right, but Hangman got it, and he's cooking for the team right now.
Garcia throws the boot. Hangman intercepts, swinging a miss by Garcia, but Hangman missed the first time, didn't miss with the second one.
Garcia's in grave danger here. Oh, nice job by Garcia.
Garcia gets the boot up, but Hangman. Death Valley driver, center of the ring, 1, 2. Garcia able to kick out.
Not sure how he kicked out, but he was able to.
Now Hangman Adam Page bringing the momentum back into the corner of his team, looking for Deadeye here.
A nice tag, smart by Garcia. He did make the tag to Mox.
Now the man who had AEW in the iron grip after he won the AEW World Championship. And the man seated to my left, Bryan Danielson, last year. But it was Hangman Adam Page that ultimately broke that grip, Brian.
Yeah, you have to think Mox is thinking if he's able to pin Hangman here, he might get another shot at the AEW World Championship.
Deadeye.
Deadeye perhaps, no.
Nice drop step to the high crotch into that rear choke. If he sits through, guys, you know he might be thinking Bulldog.
But Hangman has got to be well aware of it as Moxley gets the tag from Claudio Castagnoli. As Claudio, a shot to Samoa Joe. One for Powerhouse Hobbs now. A pile driver, and Hangman got spiked. Wow. And now Castagnoli on the move, the uppercut. The cover, the one, they got him. 2. Hangman able to kick out.
Barely.
And Brian, did you notice after that pile driver from Moxley, Hangman was immediately clutching the side of his neck.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that. And then even the cover on the kick out. Oh!
Hangman, the reversal. 1, 2.
Even on the kick out, he was grabbing his neck.
Spine buster from Powerhouse Hobbs. Garcia throws himself at Hobbs. No, Garcia.
Smarty. He's got a front headlock pulled Hobbs out of the ring, using his leverage there. Here comes Joe.
Joe, elbow strike for Garcia. Oh, paradigm shift. Samoa Joe never saw it coming, but the box shot. Moxley didn't see that one. Castagnoli
close right there.
Now Claudio looking for the neutralizer.
Good counter, jab.
2. Strong bridge by Castagnoli. He turns it around. Dead eye center of the ring.
Hangman's going to that apron. You know what's coming.
Hangman. Boom! Shot! Lariat! 1, 2, 3!
Welcome to this match, AEW World Trios Champion Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and the AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page.
Well, Brian, despite the injury to Katsuyori Shibata, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs got some pretty substantial reinforcements in the form of Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, great work from our AEW Men's World Champion. Great teamwork between these three. They worked really well together as a trio.
Well, Samoa Joe may have some thoughts about that. But still, at the end of the day, Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, and the AEW Men's World Champion Hangman Adam Page victorious.
Put me in my church, my shit. Hey, this was gonna be between us and you like shit. What are you talking about? You over here fucking talking all this shit and you're taking my tag. You coming in here, I'm trying to bust somebody's ass. You getting in the fucking fight, man.
I think Joe feels disrespected here by Hangman.
Said he took my tag, you know.
But even the way that he gave him his championship, his title.
Now, security here to try to allow cooler heads to prevail. But
Joe has done a lot for Hangman. He might not have won that title with the ops assistants, you know. But Joe feels disrespected. I kind of agree with Joe.
Taz, you know.
Oh, did you hear him? Joe just said Hangman never beat him.
Oh, man.
These men just moments ago were partners. They were victorious. But Samoa Joe, his temper getting the better of him. And Hangman Adam Page likewise is irate.
Yeah, Samoa Joe came into this match hot. He was aggressive from the very start. I wonder if that's transferring over to Hangman right now.
You do not want to deal with an irate Samoa Joe. I'm telling you that. You know what I mean, Danielson? Like, he's hot right now, and I kind of agree with him a little bit.
7 days ago, actually 6 days ago, when Hangman Adam Page found himself fighting alongside Powerhouse Hobbs and Samoa Joe. But coming up 1 week from Saturday, Chaffetz Arena, St. Louis, Missouri, Hangman Page will be going one-on-one with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, things went awry in that tag match, and things got a little heated between Samoa Joe and Hangman Adam Page. But now we've got this incredible AEW World Championship match for Wrestle Dream.
Fans, what a battle it will be a week from Saturday. Here is the challenger, the former world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe!
Taz, Samoa Joe is somebody that you know very well. He's a man with a short temper and a man that does not take disrespect, whether intentional or not, very easily.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm here to tell you that Hangman Adam Page will have his hands full with this man coming out here, Samoa Joe. That is a bad apple for many, many years.
Samoa Joe rightly pointed out last week that while Hangman Page has beaten a lot of people to become a 2-time AEW World Champion, he has never beaten Samoa Joe.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for agreeing to no physicality here tonight in this face-to-face. Next Saturday is the big event, 1 week from Saturday. The floor is yours, champ.
There have been 6 years of AEW Dynamite all across the country, internationally, and for a long time here in Daly's Place. And in those 6 years, I have won, I have lost, I have committed arson, I have dressed as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and one time I think I might have been proposed to. But last week, I have never been as confused as I was last week, Joe, when you lost your composure with me. I volunteered to team with you and Will Hobbs to fight the Death Riders, a fight that I had finished a long time ago. And when I won our team the match, you lost it. You absolutely lost it. Confused, Joe. You kicked, you screamed. And when security came down, you reached across and sucker punched me in the face. Damn, I'm confused. But I wasn't confused for long, because you looked me in the eye and you yelled at me, "You never beat me." There it is. That's what this is about. You stood across the ring from me. You saw me with the world championship, a championship that you once held, and a championship that we could both agree means more than anything in this entire sport. You know it, and I know it. You saw me with it, and you decided in an instant that you wanted it. Joe, you have been angry for a long time, not with me and not even with the Death Riders. Joe, you have been angry with yourself, distracted from what's important in professional wrestling. So Joe, you will get your chance at Wrestle Dream, but let me tell you this. I did not ask for you to have this opportunity because you kicked and screamed. I did not ask for you to have this opportunity because you sucker punched me in the face. Joe, I asked for you to have this chance because I owe you. I owe you. And All In, you, the Ops, half a dozen other people, you stepped in, you put your bodies and your health on the line to make sure that the fight between me and Jon Moxley for this world championship for the first time would be a fair one. I appreciate that, I respect it, and I owe you for it. Joe, and I understand without help like that, I could have never won this championship. No one could have. But the repayment for my gratitude stops there. Joe, at Wrestle Dream, you will have a chance to win this championship. But Joe, I will not let you take this from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, everything this man has said is absolutely true. But since we're here talking about uncomfortable truths, allow me to share a few of my own. Because you see, when I stare across the ring, my problem isn't with the fact that you're the champion. No, it's that when I look at you, I don't see the pinnacle of professional wrestling. I see a pretender. Because you're right, the truth is, you wouldn't be AEW champion unless the timely intervention of the Ops ensured that. The truth is, you've come out here week after week and nobody's had your back but us, and if we didn't, you would not be the man right now. And you know what, you say this is sudden and unexpected. No, I'm surprised this didn't happen sooner, because you're right, I forgot who I was. I was so bloodlusted with going after the Death Riders, I forgot that the prime target is the man that calls himself a champion. And you, my friend, are no champion. In fact, don't think I'm not on to you. You come out here doing this fighting champion hustle. Hey, young man, here's an opportunity of a lifetime. Now you got 10 minutes to get ready for it. It's the oldest hustle in the book. I get it, you're padding your stats. And then you come out here with all this fake gratitude talking about you owe us? No. I provided the opportunity and I'm just coming to collect on what's owed. And the most uncomfortable truth of all is what's standing in front of me is a fraud, and I've come here to check you. So at Wrestle Dream, when you're standing in that ring across from me, let me explain to you what's actually going to happen. I am going to beat, break, and torture you. And then you're gonna get your licks in, you're gonna fight back, you're gonna give your best effort. And at some penultimate moment, you're gonna have the opportunity to be the man that you said you are, to be a champion. And at that moment, I'm gonna choke you unconscious and take your belt. And you're gonna wake up with the gift of this truth, that I showed you who you really are. And you will know your place, and you will have given the world a rightful world champion.
Hold on. I am a fraud. I am not a champion. I am a pretender, a two-time world champion. I am a pretender. Why am I always having to explain to tough guys like you that the proof of who I am does not stand in your opinion of me? It stands when the bell rings. Joe, you are right. You are right. With a bad neck and a mangled hand, you will probably beat my ass for a while at Wrestle Dream. I can recognize that. But for every shot that you give me, I will give you two back. And if you lock me in the choke, Joe, I will not tap again. Every second that ticks by in this match, the advantage is in my favor because you cannot outlast me. And when the match is over, Joe, when the match is over and the final bell has rung and you are flat on your back, having been beaten as fairly as possible, I hope you bring the same energy that you brought to All In. I hope you do. I hope you bring that energy about the love of professional wrestling, the love for the sanctity of this sport and this championship. I hope you can stand up, shake my hand, look me in the eye, and know that I am the champion of the world.
Well, both men delivering very spirited predictions of what will go down at Wrestle Dream. But 1 week from Saturday, we will find out, will it be Samoa Joe as two-time AEW World Champion, or will the reign of Hangman Adam Page continue? It all goes down live in St. Louis 1 week from Saturday, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
Well, the passion poured out of both of these men. Can't wait for St. Louis Wrestle Dream.
Well, that was an incredible way to kick off this 2.5-hour broadcast, but earlier today, Alicia Toot caught up with the conglomeration. Somebody that has been fully embraced by the AEW locker room and has really become something of a locker room leader here.
He's an absolute legend. Yeah, I think we've all watched Shibata throughout the years. He's somebody we all respect and look up to, and I'm really glad we have him here in AEW.
Right now, Jurlistico targeting that knee of Katsuyori Shibata. Smart move by the challengers, Brian. Noticing that Shibata came up clutching that left knee after the triple drop kick.
Yeah, very observant by Jurlistico. Because Shibata only, he only grabbed it for just a second, but that was enough for Jurlistico to notice. Now attacking the leg.
Mordos, senton, covered, Shibata. Smart move there. He was close to the ropes. Got his foot on the ropes to get the break, but Samoa Joe got his foot in between the shoulder blades of the Beast Mordos. Now cover made. Shibata kicking out quickly.
Yeah, Hangman, when you're out here and you're watching Samoa Joe, what are you looking for right now?
Weaknesses. Looking for weaknesses. I'm sure going to need to find them. I don't know. So far, I haven't.
Yeah, you're going to have to look hard. I'll tell you that.
And what do you think? What advantages do you think? Oh, goodness.
Oh,
that's got to be a DQ. Did nobody see that?
No, Ospreay was turned to the other way.
Yeah, she had her attention on LFI. As Katsuyori Shibata caught low. I think if Mordos was caught, he might have said that was to the inside of the thigh, Tony, not the...
Well, I don't know. That's not what he targeted.
I doubt that.
Yeah, and especially the way that Shibata dropped. I mean, Shibata's done a lot of kickboxing, taken a lot of inside leg kicks. He would have been dropped by an inside leg kick. That was directly to the groin.
Rush pulls up short, and that kick to the face. Absolute disrespect to Katsuyori Shibata, and then the pair of fingers to Samoa Joe as well.
Oh, you don't want to disrespect Shibata like this.
Bruce really feeling like LFI has this match in hand. This special 3-hour presentation of AEW live on TBS and HBO MAX. AEW World Trios Championship on the line. La Facción and Gobernable have Katsuyori Shibata, 1/3 of the champions, singled out as Dralistico and the Beast Mordos going to work. Oh, Shibata clipping the back of the head on the bottom rope. Very dangerous for Shibata. Cover 2. Katsuyori Shibata, Brian, he's somebody that survived a very scary, I mean, it was very nearly career and life-ending brain injury just a few years ago.
100%. And you know, those ropes, quote-unquote ropes, they're not actually ropes, they're steel cables. And he hit the back of his head against that cable. I'm mildly concerned looking at his face right now.
You're joined here at the commentary desk by the AEW Men's World Champion Hangman Adam Page, who will step into the ring with Samoa Joe live this Saturday. Wrestle Dream on pay-per-view on HBO Max. One-on-one Samoa Joe, Hangman Adam Page for the richest prize in our sport. Oh, Shibata! Explosive boot into the jaw of Dralistico. Now Shibata battering down Dralistico.
Boy, showing a lot of determination and reserve at Shibata.
Big time drop kick in the corner and the point directly at Rush. Now Shibata floats over, lateral press. Dralistico kicks out, but Hangman, Shibata doing the smart thing, maintaining wrist control of Dralistico, not let him get to the LFI corner. Hobbs now into the fray. Taking down all the members of LFI. And now stacking up Mordos and Dralistico in the corner. And stacking up Rush as well. Oh, no! Rush got the boot up. Hobbs takes them both down. Dralistico. Unforced error there.
Yeah, you're right. He shouldn't have jumped.
World's most dangerous slam from Powerhouse Hobbs.
And in comes your challenger for the Men's World Championship for this Saturday.
And he's feeling it right now, Hangman.
Oh, he's on fire.
Joe delivers a senton. Now the cover is made. Dralistico able to kick out. And Hangman, you mentioned that you're looking for weaknesses, for evidence, for tells here. And Samoa Joe, the cover 2. Again, Dralistico able to kick out. Are you seeing anything thus far from Samoa Joe that could get the gears spinning in your head?
Weaknesses from Samoa Joe, not at all thus far.
Yeah, honestly, Samoa Joe looks like a man possessed. I think you're going to have your hands full at Wrestle Dream.
Now Katsuyori Shibata, the boot. Now drop kick to Rush.
Right now, though, Joe is face down on the left side of the ring like he's hurting here.
Shibata and Rush battling on the outside. Meanwhile, Dralistico and Samoa Joe inside the ring, swinging a miss by Samoa Joe. Corkscrew kick has the challenger to the AEW World Championship this Saturday stunned. Dralistico to the top. Joe, no, waist lock. And Kikita clutch. He's got him hooked. Dralistico is hooked, and he is in deep. Dralistico is going to sleep. Dralistico taps out. No, goes to sleep. That is it. The Odds defend the Trios Championship.
AEW World Trios Champions, the Odds.
Well, Samoa Joe showing no weaknesses to my eye, Hangman.
None at all.
You are going to be in for a battle of the highest magnitude this Saturday against Samoa Joe. The Odds attack from behind by LFI. Sammy Guevara.
Oh, you spit at me. You spit at me.
Now Rush and Guevara trying to bait in Hangman.
All right, well, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well,
Hangman.
This may be a mistake.
Putting down the AEW World Championship title.
I mean, this is not a match he's walking into here.
Sure, I mean, the odds are against Hangman, but he doesn't care. He wants to beat Samoa Joe at his best. Come this Saturday, he is trying to take out LFI.
Great point, Excalibur wants to... Uh-oh. He held on.
Rush. Oh, Sammy Guevara bailing out Rush. Hangman Page was lined up to deliver the buckshot lariat. As Samoa Joe.
Oh, he's got the AEW World title belt.
Will Samoa Joe be able to call himself a two-time world champion this Saturday?
Last week we heard from both men about how much that championship means to each of them. This is going to be an epic confrontation on Saturday.
Tensions rising between champion and challenger. But this Saturday, they will meet one-on-one with the AEW Men's World Championship hanging in the balance. Samoa Joe challenging Hangman Adam Page. Can Joe become two-time AEW World Champion, or will the second reign of Hangman as World Champion continue? Well, fans, don't go anywhere. Our second hour is about to conclude, but we still have one more hour of action live for you tonight on TBS and HBO Max. Our program continues in a matter of moments. Don't.
Samoa Joe has made a career of elevating people and titles. As Ring of Honor champion, he took the title and brand to a worldwide, recognized, respectable level. And for Joe, being champion is about authenticity and credibility, and he feels his place is where Adam Page is.
And Tony.
He's got a fair share of the crowd behind him, Tony.
I don't know.
The two-time AEW Men's World Champion, the 14th overall, winning the title. Was dethroned for the AEW World Championship in this very arena. Oh, wow! Taking a page out of Joe's book with that leg lariat, or that rolling kick.
Wow. Really laying it on into the former AEW World Champion. Is Joe looking to follow up here?
Hangman elevates over. Joe sends Hangman to the outside. Chops down on the lariat attempt. And now Hangman seems to be concentrating his attack on that left arm. And
there's no doubt.
Now Samoa Joe driving Hangman into the ring apron and into the barricade.
Look at the way Joe has dominated the world champion.
And Samoa Joe, he was very quick, very keen to remind Hangman Adam Page that you've beaten a lot of men in your career, but you have never beaten me. Nigel, you spend more than your fair share of time inside the ring with this Samoan Colossus.
So watch out.
But Samoa Joe Changing his positioning, confounding the champion up on the turnbuckles.
Samoa Joe is a man who, as we've seen, never saw a high cross body he couldn't walk the way out of.
Joe, low bridge. Challenger tumbles to the floor. Here he goes.
Page, you better make sure he doesn't walk away from this. He does!
Orihara moonsault, Hangman!
This guy thinks he's got the beating of me.
And that might be what has fired up Hangman Adam Page here. What a power slam, what a cover! And Hangman, the narrow escape. And one here.
And every time I faced this man, it was the fight of my life.
Deadeye, no. Joe, the flurry of kicks into the face. And now the challenger, power bomb, the stag, two, and Joe maintains control, steps over as TF center of the ring.
How about that? It's textbook Samoa Joe, the power bomb, more than willing to let his opponent kick out.
Back down from any challenger, and Samoa Joe hoists him up, muscle buster, no. Hangman finds his feet, Hangman! Denied! Covering! 1, 2! Joe! 2.999 ad infinitum kicking out! Samoa Joe, the ops, assisting Hangman Adam Page, defeating John Moxley and the Death Riders.
What a battle, Mike. I love seeing this, man. This is what... Yes, sir, brother.
A tremendous show of respect and the seal of approval for Hangman Adam Page. But, oh, no! Oh, my God! What are we witnessing?
He did not earn the respect of Joe. He earned a beating by Joe.
I can't believe that
Katsuyori Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs,
would be a part of this.
Need you to raise your arm a little bit for me. Can you push up against my hand? You got anything? Okay, I'm gonna push against the side of your head for me right now.
Joe, have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind? And admittedly, the twilight years of your career, I gave you the shot, and you failed.
Hangman,
you're embarrassed.
Hangman.
Have you lost your mind?
Hey, I need you to sit down.
You lost your mind.
I need you to sit down. I need you to sit down.
I warned you, did I not? I warned you. Joe, when I find you, I am going to ruin your life.
Pleasure it is to be here in San Antonio tonight. Because you got to understand, when you have a man like Powerhouse Hobbs around, it's good to have these big old fat San Antonio women around to keep him occupied. Now, on to the question, why, Joe, why? And it's really simple, because I exist. As long as I'm on planet Earth and you call yourself a champion, I come hunting for you. As long as you stride this earth thinking that you're the man, the very best there can be, just know I am waiting to show you that you are not that man. And much like these people say, Hangman Adam Page, you may think that this is just some cowboy shit. But rest assured, just like every one of you slack-jawed Texans in here, I will slap your cowboy ass and make you my bitch, just like everybody else has made every sports team in this state their bitch. Because if you haven't noticed, what stands before you is the ups. We stand in opposition to everybody, and rest assured, we're never lacking.
Just like the Hurt Syndicate.
Samoa Joe, you said you were hunting me, but let me correct your dumbass. I am hunting you. Joe, I am the champion of the entire world. And I am not going to find you while I'm hurt. I'm not going to find you while I'm pissed off and off my game, Joe. I am going to find you in the exact moment that I decide to. And Samoa Joe, when I do find you, I want you to know I'm going to do far worse than embarrass you. I'm going to do far worse than just beat you. Samoa Joe, when I find you, I am going to ruin your entire life.
Calling the ineffable, Tony Schiavone is standing by.
Congratulations, Samoa Joe, coming up at Full Gear, presented by DC. You get another shot at the World Championship, and we are going to have our Fright Night Dynamite signing for the contract right now. Let's bring in our Fright Night Dynamite Halloween crew, who's been with us all night. They're going to bring out the contract, and we'll get this underway. I know you're excited about tonight. Where are the guys? Come on out.
I'm not wasting any time to make it official for Full Gear, presented by DC. The contract signing right here, right now on Dynamite.
Oh, here they come.
I've never seen contract signing quite like this, and
well, it is Fright Night Dynamite. Gentlemen, or ladies, or whomever. Joe, I know it's a big moment for you, buddy. I know that. You earned it. What a match that was. All right.
Well, this is a very unorthodox contract signing, and
yeah, we got to get the chicken in the ring.
Yeah, the chicken's having a hard time getting in the ring.
Joe, here you go.
You know, Tony, I want to ensure that this is the safest environment possible for me to sign this. So, boys, make sure I'm safe.
Looks like a powerhouse. Hobbs cuts away Shibata. No. The costume crew getting, just dumped out of the ring.
That poor chicken.
Wait. Now Hobbs and Shibata. Joe remembers the last time we saw someone in this costume inside an AEW ring. And well, Joe clearly thought it was Hangman because it was the last time, but not the case here tonight. And the Ops making it safe for Samoa Joe to put pen to paper to sign the contract for Full Gear to challenge Hangman Adam Page for the AEW Men's World Championship one more time. Samoa Joe making it official here tonight on Dynamite. As the Ops clearing the ring, and Samoa Joe demanding a microphone.
Now, as you can see, it seems like the Hangman is not quite as creative as he used to be. So sorry, boys, for the carnage. But know this, Hangman, your days are numbered. Soon you will not be a champion. I will relieve you from that burden. And ladies and gentlemen, what stands in front of you is your next AEW World Champion.
Well, Hangman Adam Page, he was the better man at Wrestle Dream, but Samoa Joe.
Well, there you have it. It's official. Samoa Joe versus Hangman Adam Page for the World Title Championship Full Gear presented by DC. Samoa Joe, celebrations are in order. If I could, a toast. Grab a drink, gentlemen.
A toast, a celebration here, but Samoa Joe, he's not champion yet, but he is one win away from becoming AEW Men's World Champion for the second time.
To All Elite Wrestling, we're the best wrestle. To Full Gear, presented by DC, live on Saturday, November 22nd. And to the Men's World Champion, Hangman Adam Page, the living embodiment of cowboy shit.
Long may he reign.
Wait a second. Oh! That's not Tony Schiavone at all! That's Hangman! Hangman Adam Page! And a shot lariat from the man that said he would make Samoa Joe's life a living hell!
What an incredible ruse by Hangman Adam Page!
Tony Schiavone. Yes. Cheer this man. Cheer this man, because you know, tonight, Tony, I know you're going to say that you had nothing to do with what happened last week. But I'm finding that very hard to believe.
Oh, come on now. Tony,
Oh, this isn't right.
Brian, it was Halloween last week. Tony Schiavone just having maybe a little too much fun at the expense of the ops, but I don't think Schiavone knew that Hangman Adam Page was gonna smash that bottle over Joe's head.
Yeah, this is cute, Tony, but you realize you're just getting more people hurt in this equation, right?
Come on now, guys.
Are you? We're...
Well, here comes the AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page, the man that will face Samoa Joe. Once again, the rematch at Full Gear presented by DC. The AEW Men's World Championship on the line, live on pay-per-view Saturday, November 22nd from Newark, New Jersey.
All right, so you guys are the Trios champions, right? Yeah, those belts you won without me.
But you're not.
Yeah, well, how about you prove you're some fighting champions, put them on the line against us tonight.
Are you talking big to me? You're talking big to me! Hey, you don't talk to me that way, ever! And never in a day of your life do you speak to me like that!
With the ops, but we have to also mention the history of Hook with Powerhouse Hobbs. They were members of Team Taz at one point. When Powerhouse Hobbs would compete, it was Hook that was consistently always in the corner, but now Northern Light suplex too. And whoa, Shibata able to break free. But when he's in there with somebody like Powerhouse Hobbs, Hook, the suplex is our main event for the AEW World Trios Championship continues. Eddie Kingston into match and Samoa Joe on the opposite side of the ring. And Joe battering Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, especially after those backbreakers from Powerhouse Hobbs.
AEW World Champion.
And Eddie Kingston needs to make the tag here. He was able to move out of the way.
It will be Samoa.
The tag is Samoa Joe.
But Joe makes the tag, but so does Eddie Kingston. Hangman Adam Page, he's into this match. He's fresh. He's wrestling with purpose. And he's wrestling against numerical disadvantage. Hangman changes his footing. Hits the moonsault into the ring. 2. Oh!
Oh, God! Powerhouse Hobbs bull rushes Kingston to the corner. And Hook pulling himself into this match, injured back and all. This is a gutsy move. And now Hook looking for Red Room on Hobbs.
Yeah, big arms to the chest to get that on.
But Hobbs, he's got Hook up, and he's now the backbreaker.
Oh, God. Oh, that's it.
The backbreaker is in, and Hook taps out. The Ops retain.
Your winners and still AEW World Trios Champions, they are